You guys. Now, this machine, yes, it has not just one, it has three sensors. Oh, yeah, oh, you're on. So it has three sensors that are able to capture the particulate matter. You can capture the sense the temperature, the humidity, and as well as the pollens and allergens that come across. The sensors for the machine are right over here. Right? This is where the three sensors are located, right over here. Okay? Now, within, sorry? Yeah, it's over here. So since the purifier oscillates up to 350 degrees, it spins up and it comes back in. So 360 means a full circle, right? But 350 means it spins and comes back as well. Okay? So this sensors are able to capture all these particles in our home. Now, currently we all know that of course health and safety is one of the most crucial and most sensitive things today. And ever since the whole outburst when the virus has started, a lot of people have started investing in purifiers. But if today you, for example, had to buy a purifier in your house, what would you think would be the reason to keep a purifier? Like, what is the need to have a purifier today in anyone's house today? Like for the vacuums we spoke about last time, we saw that the primary purpose for a vacuum is to clean. As simple as that. And for the purifier, what would you say?
Capture the dust.
Capture dust? Yeah, good. Dust, odors, okay. Smell odors, same thing. And then we capture allergens, we capture dust, odors, cooking fumes, etc. But this machine is not designed to capture any sort of virus. Please don't get me wrong. It's we capture the allergens and pollens and the bacteria, and we trap them inside. But the viruses, it's very, very deep. It's very, very new for us, so we haven't discovered that yet. Sort of pollutants. Yeah, like
dust outside.
Dust outside, okay.
Smoke in the car.
Smoke in the car, yeah, okay. It's okay. Smoking as well. The air pollutants, okay. What about in your home? Or you think your home is clear? No, nothing at all. The next question is. We all know in pollution, there's two types of pollution. There is indoor pollution and there is outdoor pollution. What is indoor pollution? Indoor pollution is basically the cooking fumes when you cook, the smell of the dust and the odor floats in your walls. That's why your walls become yellow in color. And then you might have candles, etc. Outdoor pollution we all know it comes from cigarette smoke, comes from carbon emissions from trucks, from vehicles. Especially in this part, Nalkos, where there's a lot of factories over here. So, do you guys think is indoor air pollutant or is outdoor air more pollutant? Which is more harmful? Outdoor? Who said outdoor? You said outdoor? Okay. What do you think? Is indoor air worse or is outdoor air worse?
Outdoor.
Outdoor, yeah. Okay. Okay. Indoor? You think indoor air is worse? Why?
Because we are staying only indoor.
Indoor air is more worse. Yeah. Okay. Apparently, it is true. Indoor air is much more harmful. In fact, 5 times more harmful than outdoor air. The reason why I'm saying that is because think about it logically. If you are
if we are outside,
yeah.
we will put in outside.
Sorry.
Because if we are inside, we are buying for that. We are putting inside.
Yeah.
So
Also,
putting in outside.
Yeah. Also, compare. Let's take example of someone smoking. If they're smoking inside their home, the smoke will go much slower. If it's outside, it's gone like this. Because outside is a much more open environment. In indoor, you have closed walls. You have people staying inside. You don't have much of circulation. Yes, you can open up the windows and your balconies. It might go away, but still it's much more slower as compared to outdoor air. So my point here is that indoor air is definitely 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. Hence why we say that yes, there is the need and there is definitely a requirement to have or to invest on any purifier in your living spaces. That is where the solution is with us at Dyson. Okay? That is what the whole idea is. Now, when it comes to our machine, what is different about it, what makes it unique about it? Number one feature, I don't know if you guys, this is the first time you're seeing the machine, right? Yeah? So do you guys know about any features at all on the machine that you guys have read or you guys have seen in the box or you guys already know previously? Ruben, you might have seen the AM11 before, yeah?
No, sir. Before we don't have it.
You didn't have this before? Okay. Anyone knows anything about the machine? That's all right. If you guys don't know, that's all right. Don't worry. It's fine. So what makes our machine different? Let's think about from a design point of view. Number one is of course the design, right? There is no blade at all. It's purely bladeless. The air passes out from the sides over here. Right? This is where the air vents are. It passes out from here and goes out from here as well. Okay. Now now speaking about purchase consideration, the same thing we did for vacuum cleaners. So last time when I asked you guys said that I would buy a vacuum cleaner for number one. Number one would be my cost. I want to be a bit more budget friendly. Number two was suction power. Right? Then we spoke about convenience. I think you said mobility and convenience. So for a purifier, what are three things you will keep in your mind before you go and buy? Let's say you're out in the market, you want to buy a purifier. What are three things you'll keep in mind? And as sort of like a checklist for you to make you purchase a purifier.
It needs to work like an air purifier. In the market, there's a lot of air purifiers. Like you're budget friendly. We have the 500, we have 600 dirham. There's then just 1,500, 2,000. But it depends on the purifying quality of the air purifier. That's what I will prefer.
So you would go by quality, right?
Quality, sensing power, how does it clean the air, and what is and especially the brand as well.
Okay, fair enough. Area coverage, very important point. So we have brand conscious, then we have area coverage. Anything else I will keep in mind when you buy a purifier?
About the filters.
Filters, yeah, that's the most important thing, right? In vacuum is all about suction, purifier is all about filters. Any brand can flaunt about what they cover and what they are, but at the end of the day, how the filter is and how the design is what matters the most. Yeah. So I'll just jump into filters. I start from the bottom, then we go to the top machines. Alright. So I'm going to show you about the filters. Our machine comes with a glass HEPA and an activated carbon filter. To open up the filters, you'll see two corners over here. One and two here. You just click on this. Okay. And these are your filters. The ones that outside over here, this is the glass HEPA filter. This inside the green is the activated carbon filter. Okay. Now, why do we have two filters? You might be wondering. The glass HEPA filter, or the HEPA filter as we call it, they are able to capture particles like allergens and pollens, etc. Dust are all captured over here. When it comes to things like odors, when it comes to things like your smell of a paint, smell like things like formaldehyde, your cooking fumes, perfume sprays, stuff that are very, very pungent, that will be captured with the activated carbon filter over here. Okay? So the glass filter, think about air coming in, the glass filter HEPA filter removes all the allergens and the bacteria. Then the activated carbon filter removes all the odors, the harmful cooking fumes, scented candles, chemicals, etc. that we have in our living spaces will be captured by the activated carbon filter. Right? So that is the two filters that we have over here. The lifespan for the filters will be for 1 year or 12 months. If you use a machine for 8 to 10 hours a day, you need to replace it once a year. Okay, and some people might keep the purifiers on 24/7. Some people might do that. So then you might have to change it every 6 to 7 months, depending on your usage. But the average usage time is always recommended to be 1 year on the filters. Okay. The cost for the filter as well. The filters are sold separately. The vacuums, yes, the filter was lifetime, but over here it's sold separately. The cost for one filter, one means you get both. You get this and this together. It's for $299. Just for one filter, which has to be replaced once a year. Okay, so I have a glass HEPA filter over here and an activated carbon filter over here. The machine spins up to 350 degrees, and the airflow that we produce is 290 liters of airflow. So that's pretty much quite powerful enough to cover a decent room size. The auto mode is a button where you can press it, and the purifier decides the speed depending on the environment. If you have a lot of dirt and dust in your living space, the purifier will put a lot of speed to it. If you have no dust, if your house is pretty much calm, the purifier will choose its optimal speed level. Okay, the oscillation, like I said, is 350 degrees. It spins and it comes back to here. You have an option to start from 0 oscillation, 45, 90, 180, 350. These are the options you have as well. Yeah? So perfect. So on your papers over here, you will see different features over here. So we have indoor air quality 12 seconds, PM 2.5, PM 10, gases, VOCs, etc. The last three are nothing but your temperature. So you have your room temperature, you have humidity, and you have a filter light. If you want to know what is your filter light for the machine, you can just select the information tab, and you can see it over here on the screen now. Right? The indoor air quality shows you your live graph of the air within your within the purifier. Let's say if you are using a purifier for continuously and you want to see how the air quality is within your house, the graph will show you how it is right over here. If the graph is green in color, you're pretty much good. If your graph goes up to orange or purple, then it is an issue. You have to, the machine starts purifying by itself. Okay? 2.5 particles that include smoke, bacteria, and allergens. Machine also is capable to be functioning on the Dyson app, which is able to, you can just download an app from the App Store or through all the Google Play Store. You can just install the app. This machine is connected to the Wi-Fi as well. So in case you're using the purifier at your store and you are somewhere in Ras Al Khaimah, you can just control the machine from your phone as well. On your phone, it will show you the temperature of your room, it will show you how much speed it is, and in case any sort of pollutant is detected, the machine will give you like an alert saying that Dyson purifier at Ruben's house, so and so is the chemical detected. These are mainly used for kids. I mean, if you have kids at your home and you have people in the offices, so as long as your purifier has a Wi-Fi connection and your phone has a stable Wi-Fi connection as well, you can link your machine directly and you can see the indoor air quality wherever you are in the world, as long as the machine is connected to the Wi-Fi. That is a Dyson Link app feature. I couldn't show you today, unfortunately, but this also comes with the machine as well. So pretty much, yeah. So on the sheet, you will see the information tab. So you guys can keep the sheet with you, refer to whenever you want. These are the screens that go from the purifier. So PM 2.5, to sum it up, are particles like smoke, bacteria. PM 10 are dust, molds, and spores. This particular nitrogen dioxide, this car thing, is basically gases like your so your cigarette smokes come under here. Your vehicle emissions like carbon monoxide, dust from outside usually come over here. VOC is nothing but chemicals like hand sanitizers, Dettol, hairsprays, perfumes, etc. are VOC particles. And then you have your indoor air, your room temperature, your humidity, and your filter life over here. Okay, so in case the filter is coming down, the machine will give you an alert saying that so and so machine's purifier is coming down, then you have to just replace it with a new one. That's pretty much it. Indoor air quality has 12 hours, 12 seconds, and a 24-hour live graph as well. If your air quality is green or yellow, it's decent, it's pretty much good to go. If your air quality goes up to red, purple, or blue, it's an issue. Then the machine starts circulating fast air all the time. Okay, this machine produces 290 liters of airflow per second, and the room size for coverage is up to 27 square meters. So this machine was tested up in a facility up to 27 square meters, but it is definitely designed to go beyond that. Today, if you have to make a purifier and you want to launch it in the market, you have to go through a test, which is called CADR testing. That testing chamber is only 10 square meters. Okay, so when Dyson used that testing facility, they understood that 10 square meters is very, very small. Everyone's living room today is way more than 10 square meters, or way beyond that. We have tested that in our offices and our living spaces as well. But the official claim we have to say is that, like the vacuum can go beyond 60 minutes as well, but we say up to 60 minutes. Up to is a good word to use, it can go beyond that as well. For the purifiers, we can definitely say up to 27 square meters as well. Yeah. People might ask you, will this machine be enough to cover my huge living room? If this is the size of my living room is from this end to that end of the store, then of course it's not going to cover. This will cover. This is supposed to be a room purification device. Yeah. So we say we purify our rooms. So if you keep the machine on your living room, your bedroom can't be clean. Of course, there's no logic to that, because we purify just the room itself. But definitely you can just carry it on, keep it in your bedroom. It weighs about just 4.3 kilos, not much of a deal. But yes, if someone comes to you and asks you, I have a very, very, very big living room, I want to purify for that, so then the best bet would be to, of course, purchase more than one purifier for that need. Yeah. But yes, the room size that we say is up to 27 square meters. The warranty remains the same as we know it. It's 2 years international warranty, and your serial number is mentioned right over here as well. Just like what we had for the vacuums? Yeah. Over here. Any questions at all with purifiers? Anything that's complicated for you guys